You're looking at live pictures as Detroit police continue to search for a 2-year-old girl.
Bianca Jones went missing about 9:30 this morning after the car she was in was carjacked.
And joining us now in studio is Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godbee, and thank you so much, Chief, for joining us. We know that you're continuing on every lead you possibly have, but have you talked to the mother?
Yes, I've had an opportunity to speak with her, and obviously she's very distraught. I mean, she almost incoherent a little bit, and you can imagine how she feels. Her two-year-old child, unaccounted for. So it was a very heartfelt one-on-one that we had.
Any medical concerns?
Yes. Pardon?
Any medical concerns we should be concerned?
None that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I talked about some minor skin issues, but nothing that would be life-threatening. But obviously our big concern as time continues to tick is following every lead we can and finding Bianca alive.
Are you getting leads? We put the phone number up so many times today for people with information who may have seen a red car, which was the report. Are you getting leads?
We are getting leads, but we want the public to continue. If you saw anything in the area of Brush, East Grand Boulevard, Custer, around 9:45, 10 a.m. this morning, we found the car about 10:15 abandoned. Anything, someone running, a noise,
yeah.
No matter how small the tip may be, it may be the critical piece of information that we need. And we're encouraging people to either call 1-800-SPEAK-UP or 313-596-2555, which is our Criminal Investigation Bureau command post.
Okay.
Chief, do you believe the father?
Well, I'm really not in a position to assess credibility at this point. Right now, regardless of whether we believe him or do not believe him, it does not mitigate the fact that Bianca's missing.
Yeah, right.
So right now our energy is really on doing a very thorough grid search of the area, following every investigative lead, talking to every family member, everything we can. But I can say the father's been very cooperative. And there's nothing at this point that would lead me to believe that we need to focus on him at this point.
Yeah, it just seems so odd, doesn't it, that you have... we've heard of carjackings before where if someone realizes there's a child in the back, they dump the car. Or you know, take the child and put the car outside or something like that. But to leave the car
the circumstances
and to take the child...
Joanne, the circumstances are atypical to what we usually see in a carjacking scenario. However, this could be the one time.
Yeah.
So as far as making an assertion relative to the dad, I am just not comfortable at that point making that type of assertion. Suffice it to say, though, we will follow every lead. We don't rule out anybody relative to this because right now our primary focus is the safety of Bianca.
In the meantime, her clothes again, her description, if you could give it.
She had on, what we understand, she had a light-skinned, light-complected 2-year-old. She may look a little large for her age from a height standpoint. She may look 3 or 4. Had a purple coat on, pink tights, and pink shoes. From what we are been told by mom, the uncle, Orlando Jones, she's very articulate for 2 years old. She speaks very well, and she may answer to the nickname of Bacon. I mean, our hearts go out. I mean, as a parent, anybody at this point, I think Detroit is collectively praying for Bianca's safe return. But suffice it to say, we're putting every resource we have. The FBI is working with us, and I want to thank Special Agent in Charge Andrew Arena from the Detroit Field Office of the FBI. He's repurposed the Violent Crime Task Force to work on this. We have an active command post. I have about 70, 80 officers working directly on this case. So we're going to burn the midnight oil and do what we can to make sure we bring Bianca home safely.
Well, that's what we count on you to do, Chief.
And one more question, if we have you here, if you don't mind us asking. The financial review, the governor today put that in process, talks of potential layoffs in the department. Concerns there, Chief, about what could lie in the future for the department?
Well, obviously, when you hear the word layoff, giving our resource challenges already, it's disconcerting. But I'm very confident, as you saw the group of people that stood side by side with Mayor Bing last night, everybody realizes the gravity of what our financial situation is, and that at some point concessions are going to happen, whether it is voluntarily when we do it, or if we don't have the resolve to do it and EFM doing it. I believe that we have the resolve to do it ourselves, so I'm confident that at the end of the day, the Detroit Police Department, we will do what is necessary to meet fiscal constraints. But by the same token, we're not going to gut the police department to meet these financial goals.
Chief Godbee, we know how busy you are. today in this investigation. And we thank you here at Channel 7 for taking the time to come and give our viewing public an update on little Bianca Jones.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Chief Godbee.